With the pressure that is definitely layered here, and then it might boost our confidence later on.
Yeah, because remember, they topped the elimination rounds together with San Miguel. They have 13 wins, but they were able to they also had a losing streak, but they were able to come back from.
Pointed out, Hugnatan will be starting off. And a nice steal by Roger. Lead pass to Curly Raimundo, who's slightly ahead, gone.
And you can see Sanitos laid off. Ordinarily, he would have tried to block that shot, maybe commit another foul, but maybe he was told, take yourself away from giving up fouls. Some points you just have to give up to your opponents.
Kirby averaging 12 points in the series. Here's Toss with that hook of his, it drops in.
No change in the lineups for the two candidates. Both had open shots there.
Each one with a miss. In the meantime, Roger.
This is a guy that has really improved this game a lot.
Shot clock coming down to 10. Kirby nowhere to go. Inside we go to Fingers. Fingers short stab, and there's a foul.
Good averages for Mark Pingris. 8 points, 9.7 rebounds. A lot of other factors
that coaches observe and notice. 13 points in the first game. Takes care of the second free throw. How important is it for Alaska to have a better start? They've had good starts in the series, but do they need a better start, Dr. J?
Not really, because unless you can get a 20-point lead, then you can say maybe you have a lot of margin to work with. But and another steal here. Too many turnovers for Alaska. They're not going to call a timeout. Oh!
Conference MVP babying it. I think he took his eye off the hoop. Roger tries to clean up the mess.
And there's a timeout Alaska is going to ask for.
Purefoods coming out of the gates with passion. 7-2 with 8:25 to go.
They're an MVP. Puts a lot of pressure on you.
Yes, he did.
Even to Alvin it has happened.
Oh, we've seen that through the years. In the meantime, the spin. Oh, good move by the big guy.
He's just starting off slowly.
An engine slow to rev up. Meanwhile, here comes Lieutenant Adrenaline. They shop to the last moment, and they want to go to this guy early on.
As you notice, that is something that never happened for Alaska. They couldn't get a lot of fast break points in the first 3 games, and an easy timeout here called by Purefoods. Pretty good percentage from the field.
Takes good shots, Dr. J.
Yeah, you know, and when he can glide to the basket, he's doubly hard to stop.
Finger roll. You're making sure James got the interior just now, huh? Okay. In the meantime, you just picked up that loose ball, Dominic. In the meantime, he's rushing. He's trying to go against Miller. Turn around by Mark Fingers. L.A. Tenorio trying to be a little more deliberate, trying to set up the table properly here. Nice pass inside the Toss, up against 4. Toss has to kick up. L.A. on the receiving end. 10 seconds on the shot clock. A bit of traffic. L.A. succeeds in delivering.
That would have been another turnover. Just off. And then a smaller man has to pick him up.
Toss lets it fly right on the circle area. Taking care of 6 points now. And he has 6 of the 10.
Well, you know, a guy that has been missing simply because he couldn't play because of foul trouble.
Oh, yes.
Averaging almost 10 points, but he certainly could be more and do more. James is open.
3:27 to go. Fingris. Peñaleta. Baseline cut by Simon, who's in the game. Makes his move. 6 on the shot clock. 15-footer. Bang!
This guy is also an instant offense type of a player. That's a motion to hit him to get him out of the way.
Well, it's Oscar season, Dr. J.
Kailan niya? Malapit na.
Malapit na.
Oh.
Daming kumagandang kandidato. Sa Oscars, ha? Kirby, bottled up.
Very good move and up and under move by Kirby Raimundo. And the biggest lead of the ball game for the for Purefoods Giants here.
And I guess the biggest compliment when you are imitated by players in a covered courts, like in Ateneo, the kids, they like to do their Kirby move. The up and under, just master that. Here's the Vance, his version. The defense, oh boy.
And Tenorio. and we will jump every high pick and roll that they do, no matter what happens.
If you were to use a metaphor, Purefoods has taken away the batons from the conductors of the orchestra.
Kaya nga sinasabi nga ni team ko, hindi kami maka-execute.
Ano ha?
Yeah.
LA Tenorio sees how the offense is flowing. 48 seconds remaining. 11 on this set. Here's Ferriols.
He's a guy that's really played well for Alaska coming off the bench. That experience. You know, it's really come off the bench. For me, he's played so much better than Hugnatan, but he doesn't get that enough time. But he is very, very steady. And, you know, he's not big, but he does play big underneath the basket.
One more apostle on the floor, Dr. J.
That's right.
Averaging 5 points in the series.
You know, St. John is the youngest, but here he might be the oldest. Next to Cariaso.
That is
Kirby.
clean as a whistle. The veteran with 7.
KG. Favorite player of Kirby Raimundo.
Oh, yes.
KG. Kevin Garnett.
Huge pick by Ferriols. 6 seconds remaining. The fly goes inside. May go to the free throw line.
That's good. And get a foul.
Dr. J, you're right about the extra 100 or so. Still
As well as in the gallery section. And we would like to...
apply Tenorio together with Ferriols. De La Cruz on the floor. Devan's the fifth man completing the quintet on the floor. Devan's 15-foot line. Tries to dance in the box. Was clipped on the arm. Salvador will reach for the sky. Family of the gig. Congratulations to the Valderrama family. Mr. Donut, sarap pang surprise.
Valderrama. And then,
Nice name, no?
Spanish. There's a place in Spain,
I
Valderrama.
think so, yes. Conjures images of, we'll keep it at that.
James Yap back in the ball game for Cañaleta.
Artadi. I saw him arrive at the Coliseum, and he has one of the smallest cars I have ever seen. Look at this move by Artadi.
As you can see, the band's his feet is in that shirt. Purefoods certainly plucked the right players from Ginebra and from San Miguel. Both are winners.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Artadi and Pingris, and they hope to be at their fans, while Purefoods blue and red ang kanilang uniform, dark, but they're in blue yung mga fans nila.
Yes.
Nakakadepensa,
To raise your hand.
Yeah, it was a SOP. No?
Yes. Referee Kahanding, make sure that you raised your hand. Miller. To benefit the Typhoon Ondoy victims. Buy your tickets now, 911-5555. Ticketnet.com.ph.
Sunny Barrios is celebrating his birthday tomorrow. So he hopes that there will be no discussions.
Nobody comes. Walang pitik, walang lutong. Shot clock at 6. Kirby says set, fire, bang!
Ibang-iba yung nasa kapila. Itong player na small forward, power forward, ang galing tumira ng 3-point shot.
Parang Olympic sport, ano? Set, fire, bang! Parang clay skeet shooting. Decision time with 5 on the shot clock. Good turn, overcooked. Rebound, Miller has it. Shot clock continues.
Oh, and he just realized that at the last second that there was only 1 second left na hindi tumama yung bola sa ring. But, you know, presence of mind on the part of the thriller.
Better time to have an epiphany than never at all, Dr. J. Pockets the first. Kaway ka dyan.
Nagulat niya ako. Parang nakita ko na yung babae
kanina sa opening. Ano? 31-20. 6:53 to go.
Look at that trap there.
Gotcha.
We can't have a Borbolan being the one throwing that in, you know.
Kirby. You know, I like about Pingris, you might say that he does not have confidence with his shot, but the one thing he'll do correctly is he'll follow in for his follow-up. Purefoods currently enjoying its biggest spread in the ball game. 6:25 remaining in the quarter. Seb Sarmenta with the Dr. Andy Rao here together with Chicky Reyes and Dominic Hoy. Nice pass to Toss who cans it.
He's the only guy who's really played well for the team.
Roger trying to dance inside. Oh boy, he just created that. Roger with 6. Here's the Vance. Shot clock coming down to 7. Devance, Miller gets it to bite.
Again, really bailing them out. You know, so you can rest Thursday and practice Friday and Saturday.
Something similar to what Rick Bettina told his Providence team in the USNCAA. Probably they're better than us, but there's one thing we can do left. Put our hearts on the floor. Maybe something will happen. That shot rings the bell, however.
2-point shot for Roger Yap. 7 points in the ball game now for Roger. Kirby leads them with 10 points, partner.
Yep, that's always a good thing. 3 and 30. Nice pass. Oh, he sent it at the same time. And a nice follow, Dr. J. 37-30. Aliados back on the floor. Kirby Raimundo zips it over to Roger. Back to Kirby. Lets it fly.
Yan lang ang problema mo. If Kirby plays on top.
2:26 remaining. Back to the man who inbounded the ball. Always a dangerous situation if you're playing defense. LA, ball fake, drop inside. Ugnatan can't shoot. Tenorio with time to spare, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Crossover dribble.
Anchor of defense silang dalawa ni Rafi Ribes.
Parang nakita na rin yun. Dalawang original recipe, dalawang spicy.
Nako,
Ubus lahat.
hindi, masarap na.
Ubus lahat talaga. Mga pamangking ko. Tapos iniinom pa yung gravy.
Nag-order ka pa ng gravy.
Oo, at
Kasi hindi talaga kasya yun. Order ka ng extra.
Yan, friend.
Order ka rin ng coleslaw.
Larry Bonacher, 3 steps ahead.
You know, Larry is a guy that they really should use. Why? Larry has played in championships. Again! In and out, pero nandun na naman yung linya.
Alaska tends to end up watching the Kirby Raimundo shot. Nice dish up at the last moment. Ugnatan didn't get the bounce to trickle in, but he'll go to the line. This is something you will not want to miss. A variety of options for you to watch this. On Solar TV, now you know.
Yung pa masakit kay...
Up with that layup, it won't bite. And a new opportunity for Alaska to come in even closer. Lieutenant Adrenaline gets it to drop. Of sports writers. The guy from UP won it. The meantime.
Hindi atake yan si Roger. Magulang yan. You know, they have the time to use. Oh, but a turnover here. Ang sakit nun para kay Kanyaleta. This is the thing. When you call that timeout, yun ang reminder mo. Huwag tayong mag-apura. Huwag tayong magta-turnover. Ngayon, huwag tayong pumaul. Dahil nasa penalty tayo. Ito naman si Eli, pinagalan masyado ang laro. Kala niya matagal pa oras.
And he suddenly realized, let's tie it if we can!
Oh! What a shot! Kobe! Kobe yesterday, kanina may pinanda ko si Kobe kanina.
Back in a moment with halftime.
On the ball, always guards always there. A lot of good movement here on the part of Alaska. Plenty of time on the shot clock. This is what yan ang ayaw nila mangyari. That, you know, either LA.
Outside reporters are trying to sort out their reports. But look at this, Alaska beginning to feel good.
You get a 6'9" jump hook about 5 feet away from the basket. He just didn't bury it.
Absolutely. Toss trying to push away Raimundo for space.
He's had a good game, making up for all those past 3 games where he could not play. He's got 13 in the ball game.
Falling in love with the 3-point shot and continue the isolation plays of LA. Seb?
Thanks a lot, Chicky Fingers, jumping up high to embrace that rebound. Rivas at close range, just can't nail it. Follow up.
You got a 6'9" and a 6'6" Kirby jumping in.
Trying something different as Kirby unloads. This is not biting.
Tinoda is relentless in trying to push the ball up. They don't want the defense of Purefoods to set up. Again, the penetration. And every time that happens, it is good for Alaska. This was what Purefoods had taken away from Alaska in the first 3 games. The penetration of the big guards. Now there are no more high screens. Penetrate on your own on a one-on-one.
Short stab.
You cannot stop a shooter like that, a guy who can score that way.
And Dr. J, LA has what he just said in mind as he tried to beat the defense with the dribble. Just did not go all the way. That shot does not fall. In the meantime, Hugnatan tried to create air space. Was fouled.
That might be on Fingers because he was the one downstairs. Hugnatan has struggled from the free throw line here tonight. He's gone there. He's been given the opportunity, but he has struggled.
I was my first year, 1986. He had only 16s for our first conference that year. Bumat yan si Roy. Roy Lopez, of course, our scorer.
It's 2.
The battle is up there in the mountains where the Giants of the big man are. Kirby zips it over to Roger. Nice spin. Dish up at the last moment. Trouble, however. But Mayor Hopper may have been fouled. Toss reaches for the sky, and the big man of both sides could be in the same boat.
Our referees have a tendency to see a lot of fouls underneath, more than they would see it.
A little more intense underneath, Dr. J.
At saka, there's a lot more contact inside.
Big mga deflect and Devance can't knock it in from long distance. Ball is loose in the hands of Roger Yap. Lead pass to James. James hands in the air. Dish up at the last moment. Roger shoots and scores.
Ang lakas ng sure ball ni Roger sa ganon.
Toss dropped the hot potato. Here comes Purefoods. Rushing. Rico Mayer Hopper. Half on step ahead. Long shot. Big strides of the big man catching up with the follow.
There, that pass was accurate. So he gets an open shot. Although he missed it, but he gets an open shot, not challenged.
That's a rim rattler. 6 minutes and 10. 2-point Purefoods lead. Yap and Miller getting reacquainted. No, what a move.
He left him eating dust in that play.
Watch this. And the MVP of this conference going to work here. He's back on the bench, although he did start tonight. Inside. Oh, great passing! Mayor Hopper hoping to slam that home for emphasis. Ended up being fouled.
But great passing by the Purefoods team created because of the isolation. Look what happens here. Then to double, big man coming around. That extra pass. The formation became a 2-on-1 situation para sa Purefoods.
When it comes to dishing off at the last moment with it.
Mayor Hopper wanted to stuff that.
Oh, yes.
But De La Cruz wasn't going to give him that. And he might have saved at least 1 point, which could be very critical in a game, in games that have been decided by only 1 point.
Mayor Hopper tapping it from behind. Wants the basket!
Cannot break the press. Alaska cannot break the press.
Purefoods fans roaring here. We have a timeout. Devance shooting 64% in the tournament in the series, and Mayor Hopper coming to life here.
Mayer Hopper is eating him alive.
This is not for the faint-hearted, Dr. J.
And back to the zone defense. Alaska had 3 free throws, missed them all. They missed their last 5 free throws.
It's horrible in a game like this. LA. Rebound. Toss.
I was traveling in that play, but there was a let-go situation, motivatory.
Baka hindi nakuha nung nakadikit Baka makuha nung lumayo, ha?
Ito, open. The
more
experienced player.
3:41 remaining. Still far from over here in game 4. Sit outside. Yep, looked at the shot clock. There was time to spare, and it's cleaned up by Hook nothing.
Purefoods had a chance there to score easily.
Miller.
And finally gets a 3-point play coming up, you know, with that drive of his. At saka inalis na yung player nag-miss. Pinahinga na rin si Tosh. Miller come into the ball game. Usually he can bury that shot. And you cannot blame him for taking it. That was a good shot selection.
Yes.
You're open. Jeffrey Carriazo about to be sent to the table. One tough player coming in. Twilight of his career.
But part of that Grand Slam team in 96, a very tough team.
Mayer Hopper, you could see it going in. 9 points, majority in this quarter. All of it in this quarter. Excuse me.
Could be dancing the Rico Mambo. Should they hang on?
Rico, huh?
4-point Purefoods edge. Tenorio.
That's a second defender, and the second defender was inside that circle. So,
Saka Dr.
passing lang.
Okay. Won't even go there.
Team coming off the bench in the third quarter. So that's why Coach Ryan has been very, very comfortable. Kahit lumamang ang alam. Well, that's the lack of fight of John Ferreros. But he gave it an effort. He timed his job properly, he just couldn't hold it down.
KG dancing. Palvardero thought about it. Here's the guy with the hot hand. This shot at the last moment. Simon knocks it in.
Again, Mayer Hopper doing everything correctly. Didn't force that lane. The game.
Pañoleta working against Carriazo. KG shoots from 10.
Just too comfortable. Just too comfortable. I'm 6'6". You're not as quick as you were before.
Tinaas pa yung kamay, ano? Lalong bumaba, Dr. J. 64-58. And completes the N1. They'll be up for the last play of the period.
Seven-point lead for the Giants.
Tough shot. Is Purefoods a quarter away from the final? Or is Alaska going to dig in deep, deep, deep to be able to find one final push? Await the answers to those questions in the fourth.
He's not putting in his big guns yet. Because this is just the early part of the fourth. Oh, and we're almost straight away. Yung mga matagal na hindi naglalaro, talagang mahirap maglaro.
Carriazo will let it fly.
Finally,
it in.
Yeah, looking for a shot. He's not been looking for a shot and finally looked for one and made it. That was like rain in this
I was
drought.
about to say the same thing.
Rain in this drought.
Our pavements are about to be on fire with the heat. 40s and 43 is the highest yesterday. Mayer Hopper cutting up the interior. Got it to bite!
Mayer Hopper not playing like a rookie as far as the offensive game is concerned. Take a look at this. That's pick. Tony is late. There's the foul. A lot of extra steps, but given the continuation.
If Ryan Gregorio and his Purefoods team hangs on, it will be his third title overall, counting his triumphs in the 2002 Governor's Cup and the 2006 Philippine Cup. Which will tie him in 11th place with coaches who have had multiple championships. Carriazo will shoot
And make a three-point shot. You were talking about Jeff coming in.
Remaining still close and tight as ever as the way the series has been played out.
Willie Miller has been sent back into the ball game to replace Corcoran. Even though they're smaller, you go with all your best players now. You may be smaller,
but Gang was not just ready there. This shot at the last moment, Rivas waits and is fouled on the way up. You know, running
1 out of 2. He did 5 points in that stint.
4-point game, 6:51 to go. Here's defense. Drives hard. Dixie-do won't do. Lead pass. He is gone.
Again, Bibal's going on a one-on-one. Stop the ball movement. One-on-one against Rafi Ribis. He's not going to get any easy shot against Rafi Ribis on a one-on-one. You can forget that.
LA.
This is the shot he should take. He's open.
But can't nail it, Dr. Jag.
Well, there's nothing for him tonight here. But Tim Cone had no choice but to go back to him. But I don't know if he's want to keep him on the floor. Guy has not contributed anything positive for you.
Fingers. James. The blue side of the floor beginning to feel extra special here tonight. With 6 minutes and 4 ahead, 73 to 65. 23 to go. Penetration. Won't cook it.
Alaska beginning to collapse now.
It's their offense that seems to desert them, especially in the fourth quarter.
Well, it's happening right now because
they can't seem to drain that shot, whether it's a layup or a shot from the outside, when it matters the most. Roger. Yes!
what we talk about, pressure, confidence. Nasa Purefoods lahat ang advantage. Larry Fonacier has also been bought into the game in Alistarezio Ugnatan. Willie Miller drives and he makes it and a 1-1. So there is still a...
This is like a candle in the wind.
Ayun ang kay
Elton John.
For Princess Diana, and Willie Miller misses another free throw and gives up a foul. His fourth. All the way up to the third quarter. Ngayon, 15 na. The game's not over yet.
Nope. As the cameras by director find Rafi Romano, find Rivas, and maybe, just maybe, that is going to be. And this is what our director Rafi Romano got earlier. This Yakult slam dunk, and Rivas enjoying the moment. On a share, Tenorio. And followed by Toss. He has played well here tonight. Western Europe. 3:27 to go. Miller looking inside. There's Fonacier, partially open. Tries to find the spot, gets it to Mike.
He really should get some playing time. This boy can play, and he can play under pressure. There are other players on that team who collapsed under pressure tonight.
And a 30-second timeout requested by Brian Gregorio.
A lot of them are already here. I think about 3 or 4 wala pa rito. Teams na wala pa o wala pa rito, I don't know.
We'll read about it in the days to come, I'm sure. And this series is over. Fingers lays it in, and it's an 8-point lead.
Well, they cannot stop the big men talagang because they're using small men. Willie with a getaway.
Yes!
Well, they're still in the game. Under 3 minutes. Pero 6 lang ang lamang nito. But again, if they can penetrate and make those passes to the post, malaki ang problema ng Alaska because they only have 1 big man on the floor.
James Yap being surrounded by Fonacier. Turn around. Roger gets his own miss. It will drop in.
Ang laki ng advantage niya over LA. He's taller.
Stronger. Back to an 8-point lead. Here's Miller. Fires. 3. If it bites, it does!
Well, really, coming in at the right time. This is Miller time. That gives the Alaska Aces some hope here.
And moving into the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Motolite, pang matagalan. Shot clock at 6. James from long distance. Yes!
Oh, boy. What a shot. 3-point shot yun, ha?
And the MVP is taking over here. 18 points by James Yap. Here's Miller's version of a drive. Yes! And no, it's an offensive foul. It's an offensive foul. Could be a matter of moments before the balloons fall. Let's see how they close out here in the final 1 minute and 33.
We're certainly going to use the clock here. No rush. You're up by 8.
Shot clock at 10. Roger thinking about shooting.
And that will be it. With no more timeouts left, Alaska can no longer stop the game, you know. So they're going to have to go to desperation time, shooting 3-point shots. Purefoods don't... Oh, what a turnover here.
LA picking up the errant pass. Big move by Toss. No, it won't go, and Rivas has it.
And the Giants are going to sweep the Aces. The number 3 seed beating number 1 seed here. Not that bad.
Very rare that another card, and it never happens in a deck of cards, that you can sweep the Aces.
It hasn't happened to Alaska.
Yes. Alaska had the best record going into the playoff round. Purefoods had to go through the quarterfinals, of course through the semifinals.
Went through a lot with the rain or shine team.
Yes, indeed. That pushed them to the max, and the coaching staff of Purefoods.
Well, it's going to be 2 in a row for the Aces, no? 2 bridesmaids. Last year, they lost to the Tropang Texters. The 24-second shot clock violation, that's just a formality. Game is over at this point, 10-point lead.
And Tim Korn already approaching the Alaska, or rather the Purefoods bench, and to offer his congratulations.
So it's walking through you also.
And Tim Korn will walk away from it. And ladies and gentlemen, Purefoods is the champion of the KFC Pba Philippine Cup.
Great feeling for them. They have won 7 straight games.
Yes, indeed.
Going to game 4, 5, and 6 against San Miguel, and then the 4 games here.
Never could we have imagined a sweep, really, coming from Purefoods.
No way, no way, no way. And today it was not close. The pressure there, the confidence, there was nothing left for Alaska.
Ebbed and ebbed and ebbed.
And when you start making mistakes, turnovers, missing free throws, doon ka mamamatay. But a day of joy for Purefoods. Been since 2006. I know when they won the All-Filipino because they beat my team.